Thank you for joining our webinar today, and we'll let you introduce you to our CEO, Yael Kaufman, and we're going to do a little brief demonstration of how artificial intelligence, how to control your yield and manufacturing using artificial intelligence. So let me introduce you to Yael.
Hello everyone. Thank you, Vaughn, for the introduction. Thank you everyone for joining our webinar. I hope it will be useful for you. We are going to share with you a very innovative and interesting technology. I'm sure that all of you heard about AI, artificial intelligence, but the most important thing, how to make it really effective in our processes. That's the key challenge here. So this is what I hope that I will be able to convey to you. So the presentation will work as following. I'm going to share some slides with you and explain. And the second part of the presentation, I will invite you to ask any question that you may have, and we'll be very happy to answer them. So let's start. Okay, so AI, artificial intelligence, is here to improve quality and efficiency in our manufacturing process. And as you can see, the large majority of our presentation today will speak about the data. Data is the new gold. So just a quick background about myself. I'm the CEO of Quality Line. I'm coming from many years of experience in the manufacturing industry, quality engineering, managed many manufacturing sites worldwide. And we have created this technology, AI, to open our eyes and really make a significant change in our process control in order to optimize quality and efficiency in manufacturing. So we have both sides of the equation, the challenges in our manufacturing process, as well as this very advanced technology to help us here. So the topics that we are going to cover today will be as following. Why is controlling data so critical to optimize quality and efficiency in manufacturing? And also, unfortunately, why data is not available to us in a meaningful way. And we'll explain what does it mean, meaningful way. And we also speak about why we work so hard to gain control over our data and how AI can help us here. We'll also discuss how AI really expedite the effectiveness and the efficiency of existing statistical control models in our manufacturing process, and also how AI help us correlating different tests for 40 products. And then, as I said, we'll allow you guys to ask any question that you may have. So good luck to us, and I hope it will be useful for all of you. So the first topic is why controlling data is so critical to us to optimize quality and efficiency in the manufacturing. So when I'm sure that all of you have experience in manufacturing, you totally understand that, and you remember that we manufacture any product in mass production environment. Let's take this mobile phone as an example. We actually, this mobile phone includes hundreds of components inside. It includes software, mechanical parts, okay? And now imagine yourself that you need to produce it, thousands of it, or hundreds of thousands of it every day, or every short period of time. That's a major obstacle. And it's even much more difficult when many of the parts are being produced in different manufacturing locations around the world. So eventually, when everything is being assembled, you must make sure that this product, while delivery will be delivered to your customer, will be in a perfect quality level. And that's a very, very difficult task to achieve. And therefore, companies around the world, when they are dealing with manufacturing, they suffer from inefficient manufacturing processes, bad quality of products, wrong design, and overall, everything is much more expensive and costly. Let me give you an example that I'm sure that everybody knows. I'm sure that you remember Samsung Galaxy Note incident, where Samsung had to recall 2.5 million mobile phones because their Samsung Galaxy Note 7 started to blow up during flight. You remember that? So Samsung is a great company in terms of quality, one of the best in the world. But nevertheless, they had to deal with this huge recall that caused them 17 billion losses in their market share that year. Amazing, I mean, huge amount of losses, and this is because of quality problem. So the ability to monitor to the extreme detail is very, very important for us. Now imagine yourself that one day everything will be fully visible for you, fully transparent. Every step in your production process, product, testing, everything in every manufacturing location will be fully transparent to you. You will be able to see everything in front of you in a very clear way. This ability can only be achieved when we are able to use our manufacturing data in a meaningful way in order to gain insight out of our data. Now, what does it mean, meaningful way? When I say what exactly we need from our data in order to use it to control our manufacturing process. So the first thing, in general, we are talking about, we hear this phrase, these buzzwords, end-to-end visibility, right? What exactly does it mean? So it means the test and process data of each single unit and from each process and plant will be available for us, okay? This is one thing. The second thing is that when there are quality problems and yield problems in the manufacturing process of every product, every step, every plant, yes, these problems will be alerted to us in an automatic way, identified and alerted to us in an automatic way. Otherwise, again, we don't have full end-to-end visibility. The third thing is that once we get notified about these problems, the quality problems, we will have the ability to use the system, the platform, to run an effective root cause analysis in order to identify the root cause for these problems and prevent them from happening again. That can be design problem, machinery problem, operations problems, material problems. We need to have the ability to get deep insight of the data in order to find the root cause of the problems. And then, in addition to that, we need the system to alert us, right? When something goes wrong, because we are not able to continuously monitor and dig into the data. So we need the system to be in the situation where it will automatically alert us when something goes wrong. And in addition to that, also predict when something is about to go wrong, okay? So even if we have our process under control, but there is a degradation in our process, we want to be notified about this degradation, right? We don't want to be in the situation where we always chase after the problems where they're already there. We want the ability for the system, for the platform to predict what can go wrong and alert us accordingly. And overall, as you know very well, when we monitor any process, we need KPIs, key performance indicators, to measure what's going on there in order for us to be able to compare and set goals and always be in a situation when we can measure what's going on there. So once we have this type of system in place, we can optimize quality and yield of products, process, test equipment. We can increase production capacity. We can run quick and accurate root cause analysis. And overall, when we have this kind of end-to-end visibility, we really can gain a deep control over our manufacturing process. However, unfortunately, as I said, and this is the second topic, why the data is not available to us in a meaningful way. So everybody already understands the importance of data. We explained that. There are many buzzwords out there and some methodologies that speaking about that, like Industry 4.0, smart factory, digital factory. At the end of the day, everybody speaks about the same thing, ability to control the data in a meaningful way. And why it's a big problem? Why? Because of this picture. If you review your data outputs in your manufacturing processes worldwide, you know that we are talking about endless types of data structures. The data that is being accumulated during the manufacturing process is being captured in many different data structures that prevent us to gain the detailed understanding about the data and the deep insight about our data. You cannot just go ahead and run your algorithms when you have so many different data structures in your manufacturing process. Algorithms cannot run over many languages of data structures. You may run your algorithms, analytics algorithm on one structure of data, but what about the other? So the key point here is the ability to harmonize, to unify all of these data structures to one unified, harmonized database. That's the key point here. When you are able to do that, you will finally gain control over your data, okay? Now, how AI can transform any data structure into a meaningful information to improve the manufacturing process. So first of all, just a quick reminder, what is AI? AI works by combining large amount of data with fast iterative processing and intelligent algorithms, allows the software to learn automatically from patterns or features inside the data. This is AI. AI is an algorithm or technology that enables us, based on patterns, understand what's going on in the data and automatically get insight out of this data. This is AI. Now, let's see how, so we understand that the data is critical. We also understand that in order to set up an effective analytic system in place to monitor quality, we need to harmonize the data to one unified database. Now, let me explain quickly how things are being done today. So these days, in order to harmonize the data, we need to use dozens of programmers to manually code conversion of each different data structure into one unified format of data. That's a very long, very complex, and very costly data integration process. So companies around the world, when they offer BI solution and digital factories, the key point is not so taken care of, which is harmonizing the data. So in order to harmonize the data, as I said, people are working with dozens of programmers, which they need to create a software that automatically can convert from the original format to a unified format. Okay, so and imagine yourself that this integration process of data, it's not one-time effort. It's a continuous effort. Why is that? Because we always have a new product in line. We always have new machinery, new test equipment. We are doing changes in our existing process and product design. So this very hard and extensive work of manually converting the data to a unified format is an endless story. Okay? So how AI can help us here? AI has the ability, this is what we do in Quality Line, we scan each raw data that we get from the factory, and we automatically identify those data fields that are relevant for the analytics. When I say we automatically identify their location in the raw data. Okay, where is the test results? Where are the thresholds of the test? Where is the serial number of the unit? Where is the timestamp of the test session? And so on and so forth. So using pattern recognition, we identify the location of each important data field within the raw data, within the existing raw data of the factory. And while doing that, we actually map the raw data in an automated way. So instead of using manual coding that takes a lot of time and very complex, we do that with scanning and mapping in an automated way, in a very fast way. Once we complete that, we create a data capture tool. It's a software that automatically go into the data lakes, capture those data fields that are relevant for the analytics, and automatically harmonize it into one unified harmonized database. Okay, so just imagine yourself, you have like 20 different manufacturing locations. Every manufacturing location has its own data outputs and own way of saving the data, the different data structures. And once using this AI pattern recognition mapping technology, the data will be captured automatically in real time and reorganized in a one unified harmonized database. So that's a very powerful and very effective technology of AI. So we do the data mapping, we create this data capture tool that automatically harmonizes the data. The data will be unified in a database, and then the algorithms can run over the data and do the entire thing. So just to summarize, AI enables manufacturing process to perform manufacturing quality control, predictive maintenance, reduce material waste, improve production, and also shorten design time. Because when you introduce a new product to the manufacturing process, what we call new product introduction, NPI, you want to get the feedback about every deviation of the process very quickly. So using this kind of platform that I told you about, using AI, enables you to get immediate feedback about the process, the initial process, improve it, and then gain readiness for mass production in a very fast way. Just a second. Okay, so, and then once the data is unified in one harmonized database, then we can start using those statistical processing control models that you know so well, like Six Sigma and CPCPK. But now, since they will run over a unified database, which includes the data from every step and every manufacturing facilities that are relevant for our product, the effectiveness of using these models will be extremely increased. Okay, we will get amazing results of using these models. Okay, you will be able to not only measure your CPCPK capabilities, you will also be able to predict what can go wrong. You can recommend the required changes in your thresholds, and you will be able to do many important activities using this capability. In addition to that, one thing which is extremely important when analyzing the process, you will be able to see the detailed results of every test and the exact location of the results within the thresholds. So not only pass between the thresholds and fail, but also results of units that are very close to the border. So that's something that can be done only when you have a unified, harmonized database. And the next capability, which is very important, is the ability to have a correlation of influence or what we call coefficient correlation between one tested parameter to another tested parameter. For example, if you have a power test, what does it mean in terms of the influence towards our other tested parameters like current, like RF, and so forth. So the ability to correlate the influence between different tests is also can be achieved using AI. And finally, once this kind of platform is set up and running, then finally you can achieve what we call at the beginning full end-to-end transparency, where the entire manufacturing process is transparent to you in every step, in every product, in every process. You will get automated monitoring on cost and efficiency of quality, automated anomaly detection, smart correlation between problems and causes, alerts, prediction, and all other things that are very, very important for us. So just to summarize, the key point is the ability the key point of ability to control our manufacturing process worldwide is the ability to harmonize the different data sources, and using AI, it's a very important capability of doing that. Now you're more than welcome to ask any question that you may have. So let me read the questions and I will be happy to answer. So how do you know what is the data to track unless suppliers share about sales? So first of all, I just want to tell you that according to the regulations, testing data of your products belong to you, not belongs to your vendor. Your vendors is required to supply to you the results of the testing data of your products. Okay, so that's something that you need to know. Now, when using AI, it doesn't matter what kind of format of data your vendor is using, because using AI, as I said, you will be able to parse and interpret the content of every structure of your vendor data and use it as part of the analytics. Now, that's very important. Why? Because then you will prevent your vendor from delivering faulty products to your final assembly process. So that's very important. The second question that I say, OEM and the supplier needs to collaborate transparently to share critical to quality data. How do you manage same information being of proprietary nature? So the system in place, like quality line, restrict every plant to see its own data only. Okay, so the OEM, the company that owns the product, will be able to see the data from every vendor. But if you want to have your vendor log into the analytics to see is wrong processing as well and fix it, we will be able to restrict his what kind of data he will see. He will see only the data related to his activities. The next question is about share some automotive industry example to better understand the software capability. Please share. Okay. So let me give you an example. And if you want, Ron will be more than happy to share with you a testimonial from our automotive customers. So we have a customer. Let me give you an example. Molex is a German customer. They are tier 1 vendors to the automotive OEMs. Now, we capture their manufacturing data, testing and repairs from their existing format, and we run analytics over it, and they were able to gain a significant improvement in their manufacturing quality, yield, and capacity. And we saved them millions of dollars. So that's a very good example. And as I said, Ron will be more than happy once you contact him after this webinar to share with you with this testimonial from the customer. Any other question, please? Okay, I see another question related to how quickly this type of AI solution can be implemented. So that's also one of the most important advantages of using AI. Since the data mapping is being done in an automated way, using AI scanning of pattern recognition, the ability to have the integration and the harmonization of the data in a fast way is really great. So our experience shows us that between 4 to 6 weeks, the entire factory will be fully operational, up and running with this kind of manufacturing analytic system, and will gain full end-to-end visibility throughout his entire manufacturing cycle. I see here some other questions. Let me answer them, please. What is the preparation work before applying this technology? Like having all measurement system, taking data validation. What about multi-collinearity between variables? So that's a very good question. Why? Because some people may think that AI can be applied only for companies that are fully digital. So the answer is totally no. You can start the digital process from scratch when you have everything manual in your manufacturing process. Even if you have all the tests and repairs activities in a data saving in a manual way, you can still start doing the digital process with us. We will take you through the process, and we will take you, even if we will be more than happy to help, even if your manufacturing process run fully manually. That's perfectly okay. And we have a specific module in our system, in our platform, to take you through. So there is no real preparation as a restriction needed for you in order to start the process with us. Let me continue, please, with the next question. Is it possible to automate QC inspection for product which has more than 40 checks? Currently, we have clipper and check fixtures. Okay, so we have customers from medical devices companies and also from the automotive. We are talking about hundreds of parameters that are being tested in every test session. Hundreds of parameters. So the 40 checks is perfectly okay, and we'll be more than happy to help with these 40 checks. That's perfectly okay. Let's continue to the next question, please. How can you improve root cause analysis with data integration? So that's a very good question. So let me give you an example. Now, let's say you have end-of-line functional testing, right? Before you pack the unit, you have a final testing, a final check, and to check the product. Now you find some problems in the final check. Now, if you have the ability to analyze only the data from the final step of inspection, it means that you will not deliver defective products to your customers, but you will never be able to prevent these problems to happen again and again and again. The only way for you to have a very accurate root cause analysis and finally prevent these problems to happen again and again is only when you are able to harmonize and unify all your testing data from every step of production. And then when you find the problem in step number 5, before you, in the end of line testing or functional testing, before packing the unit, you will be able to find the root cause within the data when the problem, even if the problem started in an earlier stage of production. Okay? This is why integration of data and harmonizing the data is so critical and important for very quick and accurate root cause analysis. Any other question, please? So if no other questions, Yvonne, retaining the voice to you, please. You're muted. You're muted. Yeah.
There we go. I'm sorry. I just want to thank everybody for taking the time out. I know everyone's busy with all their jobs and all their work and everything they do, focus. So to spend, half an hour with us and learn a little bit more about what we do and how we can help you through your pain points is, it's pretty cool. There's a lot of technology involved. And if you guys have any questions, you guys can reach out to me anytime by email. You can call me. It doesn't matter. I work weekends too, Saturdays and Sundays. If you have a question you want answered, I'll be more than happy to answer it. And if you guys want any testimonials from any of the companies that we've done business with in the past, by all means, reach out to me. And then if anybody wants a copy of the, what we do in a more in-depth process, just let me know.
Great. Thank you very much, Vaughn. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a
Thank
great
you,
day.
everyone.
Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.